What's going on, filmmakers? I'm Alexandru, and today I'm gonna take you behind the scenes on a clothing commercial that I shot using Sony Fx6 and Sony 24-70 f2.8. Let's see the commercial. So I really hope you enjoyed this commercial, and this behind the scenes is gonna be a little bit different than what you guys are used to, because I don't really have behind the scenes footage, and we're gonna take a look only at some behind the scenes photo. But what I want to talk a little bit is how I managed to shoot this in the rain, because having cameras and using cameras in the rain can be a very sensible subject, and I really want to cover these things up. So even though Sony Fx6 and the lens that I use are both weather sealed, I didn't really want to risk it that much because it was raining pretty hard. So I used an umbrella, and I put the umbrella somehow in a way that it kind of doesn't restrict my way of moving the camera. So I had a jacket and I put an umbrella in my jacket, and as you can see in the behind the scenes photo, I'm having my umbrella right here near my eyes, and it's pretty funny, but it actually works. So this could be a tip for whenever you have to shoot in the rain. You can use this as a tip, because I think it's pretty interesting that it actually worked. It didn't bother me while filming, and it didn't get my camera wet. So I think this is a pretty funny story to tell. Other than that, to shoot this, we had restricted time. So in order to be as fast as possible, I had to use autofocus. And as you know, Sony Fx6 has a pretty good autofocus system, and paired with this lens, it was perfect. And for my camera settings, I used 4K 100 FPS, and here's why. So the people that I worked with weren't necessarily models, except one guy, which was really easy and really fun to work with. It was a little bit tricky to film with somebody that doesn't really know exactly how to pose or how to make different moves that look the best. So even though the moves or anything like that weren't perfect, I kind of got certain shots that look good in slow motion. So whenever you are a little bit uncertain of what to do, just put it on slow motion and it will save your life. It happened to me this time. So when it comes to color grading, I wanted to be a little bit more creative, but I had to showcase the clothes as they are. So I didn't want to change their appearance in color or anything like that. So I kind of went for a more neutral color grading, but I did a little bit of trick in the post-production where I kind of turned the green a little bit more towards the yellows. So I kind of make the grass on the floor a little bit more in the same color, because it was looking pretty bad. But other than that, I used my own LUTs. I just popped in the LUTs. They look good. Small little tweaks here and there, and I was ready to go. So overall, this whole project took me like 2 hours to shoot and a couple of hours to edit, and boom, there you go. You got yourself a really good looking commercial that the clients love, and I personally had a lot of fun shooting. So I really hope you enjoyed this kind of a short behind the scenes, and I hope I kind of gave you a little bit of tips on how to shoot in the rain, even though it's a little bit funny, but it works. And if you guys have any other questions, pop them in the comments, and until next time, have some fun shooting and go out, create some epic content. Cheers.